Well, that's one of the most serious crises in the world. I mean, the United States and Israel are in grave violation of international humanitarian law. It's not my opinion, it's the opinion of the world's highest judicial authority, the International Court of Justice, which declared that the provisions of the Geneva Convention, Fourth Geneva Convention, apply to the occupied territories, which means that all movement of population into those areas, all the settlements are illegal. The court determined authoritatively that the wall that Israel is building, which is clearly by now an annexation wall, is in ipso facto violation of international humanitarian law, insofar as it's there to protect settlers, which is maybe 80 to 85% of it. The Bush administration is the first one to have officially declared support for Israel's policies of takeover of what's valuable to it in the occupied territories, which makes the two countries in severe, and of course the U.S. funds it and provides the diplomatic and military support required for it. U.S. power centers appear to be pretty happy with this. U.S. corporations, for example, don't seem to object to having a highly militarized ally with high technology, very loyal because it has no choice once it decided to move towards, to prefer expansion to security as it did years ago. And they are certainly, technically they're capable of pursuing the policies that they are following. The major Arab states may not like it, but aren't going to try to do anything about it. The rest of Europe refuses to take more than a passive role. So that the Palestinians the nation is being destroyed. That's a rare event in history for a nation to face destruction, but it's happening. And it's happening, the United States and Israel at the moment are, and in fact for many years, have been internationally isolated in their refusal to accept a diplomatic settlement in accord with what has been an overwhelming international consensus, some kind of two-state settlement on the international border with some modification of borders, and they still are rejecting it alone. The Arab states have explicitly come out in favor of it. Iran has stated its agreement with the position of the Arab states. Hamas has called for it. Europe, of course, and the non-aligned countries, of course, but the U.S. has overwhelming power in that region. And if it stands in the way of a settlement, it won't take place with all the conflicts that this can lead to. And for the local populations, very serious, but even with ramifications elsewhere.